And Reichert has us underway at Bryant-Denny. Chance for a return for Zach Johnson. He takes it to the 15 before he gets hit, and then out to the 20. Never before has a Kentucky quarterback won.
Today it's going to be important.
He's got A.J. Rose in the backfield to start this game. And Rose takes it on the first carry, takes it over the left side for a big gain and a first down on a pickup of 12.
And something to watch early, especially.
He had been out with injury lately. Empty backfield. Bad snap. Wilson has to fall on it, and Kentucky doesn't get the play off. It's a loss of 8 as Drake Jackson, a one-time Alabama recruit, sent it wide.
And Kentucky goes empty here, and Alabama's actually going to bring pressure, so they're going to bring one more than Kentucky had to block, even if it was
to blossom into a starting quarterback. Well, he has been nearly perfect. On first down, little misdirection, and lobs over the middle for a first down on the throw and a hurdle. And Alabama takes advantage on the way to a 34-yard gain to Billingsley. Kentucky playing without their starting middle linebacker, Jamin Davis, as Cole pointed out earlier. Here's a toss to Devonta Smith. It'll count as a pass, and it'll count as a big gain and another first down, a pickup of 16.
And anytime you see these jet sweeps, they got some beef up there. This is where it's got to pay off.
Bama answers with beef. Kendall Randolph in at tight end next to Forrestal, and Harris will walk through the hole for a 1-yard touchdown run. Already his 15th touchdown of the season, coming in just game number 7, second only to Trenton Richardson in terms of great starts with scoring for Alabama running backs.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. I mean, we win these games down the stretch, he might get himself back in that Heisman conversation.
Reichert's extra point is good, and Alabama's got a 7-0 lead. Aaron Kennard, the right tackle, is wearing his number 65. Wilson on first down, able to fire across to the tight end, Keaton Upshaw. It's a pickup of 12.
Yeah, without Chris Rodriguez in the lineup, you're going to see a
linebacker suffered a health incident over the summer, has not been with the team, had been confined to a wheelchair, showed up earlier this season for a Kentucky game as Smoke takes it for a big gain, and that's a pickup of 9.
And you see the burst there, right? I mean, Chris Rodriguez
at the running back position, and Allen Daly Jr. at wide receiver. Give it to the running back, Kavasier Smoke again, who missed a couple games with a rib injury suffered against Ole Miss.
Loves. Watch how Alabama communicates and adjusts.
Josh Ali on the toss. Beautiful cutback, and he's got the numbers out to the sideline before he's shoved out of bounds by Jordan Battle. It's a pickup of 32. Beautiful design.
This is what implement simplify enough to still be stout, but not hinder your players.
Movement up front from Alabama. There's the flag. Wilson on the wheel route is able to find Kavasier Smoke, who carries it for a first down. A.J. Rose back in the game at tailback. Pressure coming. Wilson going to the end zone. Too strong, aiming for Ali, and incomplete. Chance Poore took over the kicking duties there. Ruffalo back in his starting spot. And he lines it through to get Kentucky on the board. One thing accomplished for Kentucky, they have shortened the game already. Only 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Najee Harris joins Mac Jones. Jones looking for Harris out of the backfield, and nobody is there. And Alabama first down and more, and he spins his way to the 50. 25-yard gain.
And think about this with
they're down 10. Mac Jones on a crossing route has it incomplete, threw it behind the intended receiver. Is trying to find Devonta Smith. It was for the team and for others. And Mark Stoops was very complimentary of the job that the school did on putting on the memorial service. Here's A.J. Rose with a big gain. Past the 40 and a pickup at 15. And they honored.
Broke down and cried when he looked to his left and saw that it was vacant.
Wilson on 2nd and 9 goes to the slant to Ali. Drake had a great story about that first play. He said, we have so much respect for the Vandy defenders. They clapped, they applauded. Right for Terry Wilson. Play action. Wilson has time. He's going to go deep against this Alabama secondary, and it's overthrown, but a flag. Patrick Surtain had the coverage on Allen Daly Jr.
And it may not have been forcible enough for them to take a look at that. It's got to be forcible. There was a glancing blow with the helmet, but
here's Keaton Upshaw on the run. And he picks up a Kentucky first down to the 20. Teammates getting them in the right position, making sure they understand the call and communicating to everybody. It has slowed his game down, and we can't have that. He's got to be running full speed every play. And right through Moses goes A.J. Rose for a pickup of 7. Christian Harris ended up on the tackle.
And put your meats on the board down inside the 10. Last drive.
Quarterback lead. Wilson hit in the backfield, and he picks up only a yard. He had smoke in front of him, but he had big number 58, Christian Barmore, waiting. Boy, he's already made from 33. This is a 24-yard attempt for the senior, and the snap gets loose. Ruffalo's going to chase it down, and he falls on it right outside the logo. And another mistake in the exchange. Cade DeGraw, the long snapper, and their primary holder, Max Duffy, is unavailable today. It's Colin Goodfellow, the backup punter, who couldn't handle it. Some 36 yards of field position on the failed snap. Jones to the sideline, on time for an Alabama first down. Jaleel Billingsley, another big play. This one goes for 28. Jones has started this game 3 for 4 for 74 yards. Play action again. Double move over the middle. And it's in! No! Drop! Kentucky had 2 guys with a shot at it. First was Eccles, and it looked like his teammate, Bembry, collided with him to knock it out of his hands.
And what did I just say?
Roughing the passer, contact to the head. Defense number 92.
That's another big penalty.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Wouldn't have mattered. Phil Hoskins with the flag.
Correction, half the distance.
Now you're going to see 92 come off right there.
Fantastic offensive line. Paving the way. Jones on 2nd and 6. Great coverage by Kentucky. He's got nowhere to go. Try to thread the needle. And he sneaks it in. Devonta Smith. A record-setting touchdown grab from 10 yards out.
Wow. There it is. There.
A new SEC record. Riker bangs through the extra point. Alabama takes advantage of the bad snap on a field goal, short field. And Devonta Smith had a running quarterback / wide receiver, Lynn Bowden, play the position last year. Wilson off his back foot, fits this one in, and room for Isaiah Epps. Back to action, and Epps takes it for a first down.
Oh, it's good to have Isaiah Epps back if you're Kentucky. He's really the factor out of this empty set.
11 sacks on the season for Bama. They bring 4. Pocket holds, and out of the backfield they find the tight end. Here's Upshaw, who rumbles his way inside the 30, and a pickup of 14 before Surtain took him down.
Look, when you go empty, you've
the 9th play of the drive. Bama brings 4. Wilson goes down the sideline, incomplete. Josh Ali, the intended receiver, covered by Malachi Moore, who we've discussed is having a sensational rookie campaign with the Tide.
But it's got to be catchable.
Cade DeGraw, the snapper, replaced Blake Best this season, who was a 4-year starter. That was a wobbler, and they got the snap down, and it stays wide right from 42 yards. A knuckleball to Goodfellow, and special teams. An early disaster for Kentucky.
I think that physicality separates them from a lot of other groups.
Dickerson, the center, 6'8", 325. Jones completes another one. This to Devonta Smith, who already has a touchdown. 1 through camps. He's no stranger to what Smith can do. Here's Najee Harris. Big hole for Harris, who rips off a 14-yard gain.
That's really the biggest. That time they got washed out, lost contained.
How about this line? Off balance to the left with only 1 right guard. Harris hurdles. Flag on the play to the 20. And a little bit of a stiff arm to the end zone. if it stands. 42 yards for Najee Harris.
Legal substitution. Defense. 12 players on the field to play when the ball is snapped. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
A lot happening on this one.
Position, and you can't be out of position against Alabama in number 22 because that happens.
Alabama went unbalanced to the left, and that was
to bring that down for Kentucky.
3rd and 4, 4-man rush. Wilson to the slant, left it high and incomplete. Daly covered by Surtain.
And that's not who.
Perhaps the best running back in college football. Empty backfield on 2nd and 2. Over the middle for the first down to Bolden. 8 of 9.
Long ago that he got hurt, but he got hurt at Tennessee. Then they had one game where they played without him. Slade Bolden's a guy that's going to continue to develop the more they design plays to get him the ball.
Jones trying to stay behind the line of scrimmage, flips it to Billingsley. Pickup of 16, going tempo now with 1:19 left in the half. Alabama trying to add to their total.
The job of trying to split the hands, but that's one that you'd expect Smith to hold on to.
On 2nd and 10, back to Smith. And he stays in bounds and tightropes the sideline before taking a hit after the whistle. 22-yard gain. 3 at the beginning of the 2nd quarter. And now Alabama looking to further their advantage. Wide open. Down to the goal line is Mechie, and he's in for an 18-yard touchdown.
And they're going to fake a screen. Receiver like Smith, he's going to make some big plays, but he's also going to make an opportunity for other guys to make some big plays.
A 6-play, 71-yard scoring drive before the end of the half as Alabama was able to push it.
Looked at him like, what are you talking about?
We don't ride buses in pro football. Mac Jones to the out route. Open again. And a first down for Alabama to Devonta Smith. Pickup of 18.
A place where his tempo and his patience are now elite to complement his physical skill set.
On play action, Jones deep shot. It is incomplete, but a flag on the play on Yusuf Corker trying to get to Smith again. One drop on 72 targets in the course of the season. Play action again. Jones going deep again. Right back to him, and it's intercepted by Kelvin Joseph. You know the vibe. He takes it past the 20, and Joseph takes it down. That's his 4th interception of the season, 12th for the Kentucky Wildcats.
And that's really the first
at 7, and over the course of the summers, A.J. Rose in the backfield. Rose to the left side, has a monster hole on the edge, and he picks up 19 yards. Rare interception for Mac Jones, just his 3rd of the season.
The college football player.
He thought he would be immediately eligible at Kentucky. That didn't work out for him. Had to sit out a year. Crossing route to Ali with 5 wide, and that's too strong and incomplete.
Forgetting motions. That's what Pruitt said. He said he couldn't even get the guys lined up, and so it's amazing to look at his progression and development over the years. You know, as a quarterback with the X's and O's, but also what Cole was talking about there. There's nothing that's more important, I think, than to Nick Saban than body language and leadership, right? As a leader, he didn't care about the throws. That's one of the reasons he continues to develop guys.
Intercepted by Alabama, and this one's going the other way. A pick 6 for Jordan Battle and a 44-yard return.
Well, what did I say about Jordan Battle earlier in the game? He's a film junkie, right? Said it on a play where Terry Wilson threw a slant. What'd they do here?
Call this week, and he said, hey, nice name. I think maybe he has a better smile than you do.
Oh,
these guys having a blast.
In the motions, haven't done the shifts. There's one motion here, but first quarter we saw 2-3 guys at once.
3rd and 13, incomplete again. Trying to fit it into the freshman Michael Drennan. Devonta Smith now in a punt return. Slade Bolden looked like he was injured on the previous punt. He's been in the medical tent. Smith from the 30. Smith trying to get the edge. Clean block there to the 40, to the 50, to the other 40, and he's taken down in Kentucky territory after a sensational return of 42 yards. And bring to everyone's attention what a job Derek Mason's doing at Vanderbilt this year. They were hit hard with opt-outs before the season even started. They've had to deal with COVID, maybe more so than others. Yet, well, some teams have decided, you know what, this truck. 2nd and 10, Robinson straight ahead. And Robinson takes it to the 5 and a first down, a pickup of 12.
And right up the middle again.
Drill bits.
They're going to go right behind him here. Watch this.
3 tight ends in the game. Good push by Kentucky. Doesn't matter. Brian Robinson Jr. is in with a 1-yard touchdown plunge.
Well, that time, Dickerson got in a little bit of a fender bender, just recovers and is able to help push. Not that he maybe needed to, but.
Extra point is good after a 7-play, 29-yard drive.
It hasn't been there.
Play clock winding down, 4 seconds left. They've already run out of time once with Gatewood at quarterback. Pressure on him, dumps it over the middle again, and a big knock. It's Helms, a sophomore from DeMatha, with the hit on an incompletion. Championship game in 2019. Last time that didn't happen. That was calendar year 19. Over the top, down the sideline, caught Devonta Smith. Hello, Bryce Young.
I mean, you think.
Yards. Najee Harris has room, and he spins inside the 20, still on his feet behind the umpire. Umpire lost his hat and went down. Najee Harris with the first down run. Robinson cuts back, takes it to the 5. I mean, he was pretty animated by the end of that conversation on the Zoom call, Jordan.
You get a lot of talk back from the quarterbacks usually.
3rd and goal. Bryce Young eludes one, throws on the run, caught, touchdown, a spin in for Devonta Smith.
This is the new era of offense and the new prototypical attribute for quarterbacks in this day and age. The ability to get outside the pocket and throw off platform.
Look, the threat quarterback coming out of Mater Dei in California. One after is good, a 7-play, 76-yard scoring drive led by Bryce Young. And Devonta Smith on the other end, the SEC all-time leader now in receiving touchdowns.
Yeah, it's been the Achilles heel for Kentucky, the inability to complement the run game. And I think Bo is the most natural thrower of the 3 quarterbacks.
And he loses the football on the way down, but able to find it as Christian Harris got pressure on him. Yeah, they want top player in the state of Kentucky, coming out of Lexington Catholic on 3rd and 16 now. Surveys, tries to scramble, and gets taken down by Christopher Allen. And that'll bring up 4th down and an end of the 3rd quarter. Schedule BYU. I mean, I know you want to get games, and that's why you've opened up the window to play non-conference. I think you just politely decline when the Cougars place a phone call, because if they get in, they're taking a spot that otherwise you would be competing for.
All right, let me turn that around for you, though, Tom.
If that's a fair point. I don't know anybody would have thought that would have been said any year besides 1984. Here's Jace McClellan with the big gain and a 1st down run, taking boss man Fat with him. It's a pickup of 18. When it comes to the SEC, you take an A&M or Florida?
Oh, if we're picking today, I'm taking Florida. And again, that's the quandary that the committee's in, right? Because A&M beat them heads up. But I think there has to be an understanding of recency.
Still with the helmet on, like he wants to get back in this game. Right, wears his helmet to bed. Here's Roydell Williams on the left side. And it crawls down to the 4.
Off complacency. All the things that go into making a winning team that don't necessarily involve the X's and O's, he does unbelievably well.
Williams is in for his first career touchdown from 2 yards out. Najee Harris excited for the next great Alabama running back. Reichard's extra point is good. 5. 3rd and 11 for the freshman quarterback, over the middle and off the mark, and Kentucky will punt it away again. In the second half, Kentucky quarterbacks
Starving.
Chili cheese burrito to go. Back to action, and Alabama runs it with Jace McClellan, who is a great recruiter. So a lot of these analyst positions he uses in that way. Remember, Steve Sarkisian had one of those when Lane Kiffin was the OC. Run deep on the left side for McClellan, and he's finally forced out of bounds. He used Mike Rowe as an example, who
you lose sight of what's important at times, and Steve's had his ups and downs on and off the field in his coaching career, but you know, he said humility was something I have really had to learn, and that's one of the things that I take to heart and I've learned here.
Unders coming out of Nick Saban's staff, even if they were no longer a fit on his staff.
I could take you to a
Jace
jewelry
McClellan
store.
again.
I could take you to a jewelry store on Green Springs Avenue, about 45 minutes east.
Without their starting middle linebacker, a couple of safeties. Another linebacker in Jackson. Here's McClellan, and he's in with a touchdown run. Right in front of Cole. You know what that play call was, Jordan? Handoff, run.
I don't need another surgery. Even though I saw Norman Waltrip a few minutes ago, that's the last thing I need to be doing, is getting wheeled up to Andrews tonight.
From a conference perspective as well. On 3rd and 3. And it's why Missouri's playing tonight. It's why Mississippi State has only a couple of buses rolling into Athens tonight. And that'll be an interesting one under the lights in the Classic City. All Alabama in this one. Nick Saban's squad with its 96th consecutive win against an unranked team, their 30th straight against the SEC East. Bama with the win to go to 7-0. Once again, our final. Bama 63, Kentucky 3. Coming up next,